Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Sean Arnold and welcome to another episode of Yugioh Legacy of the Duelist online ranked duels. My apologies for this being a little bit later than I wanted to put it out. I actually received a request from someone to make a deck which had Ancient Fairy Dragon in it, because that was his or her favourite card, and I said yeah, I'll give it a try. It wasn't particularly easy to do and I'm not really happy with this deck. But I tried many different things to get a deck around Ancient Fairy Dragon to work, but in the end I kind of just put together a hybrid between my Blackwing deck, my Ancient GADJILTRON, or however it's pronounced, and Ancient Fairy Dragon as well, which is really going to just focus on getting a level 3 tuner and a level 4 monster on the field as quickly as possible in order to trigger Ancient Fairy Dragon. Or to bring out Ancient Fairy Dragon and or Ancient Pixie Dragon as well. Now, what was difficult about this is that there aren't really many field spells which work really well. Ancient Fairy Dragon. If you don't know what AFD does, I'll show you later on. But it relies on field spells in order to make its effect work. And the best field spell I think that would work with this would be a field spell called Chicken Game. Chicken Game is a card which is currently out in the official TCG. It's a field spell where you play, I can't remember all of its effects, but I think it's pretty much simple as you can pay 1000 life points to draw a card, and that would work really well in a deck like this. Unfortunately, Konami is not updating this game, and we will never ever see that card in this game unless for some reason they realize that they should like money and choose to update the game. I don't know, but we'll see. So, I mean, we're in the very early stages of the duel here. I'm playing against FNB Capincho, and I'm going to bring out BLACKWINGs Synchros the Elite. By the way, whilst I just remember, I just want to say happy holidays and happy belated holidays to everyone who was from the States and who was celebrating Thanksgiving last weekend. I spent a lot of time over the last weekend doing shopping, going through Black Friday deals, and I've pretty much done most of my gifts. Now I've got a couple more, but yeah, no, that was a busy weekend, and I just wanted to say happy Thanksgiving to those, because I didn't get the opportunity to do so earlier on. Anyway, Synchros is attacked into Cave Dragon, and or I think it's called the Dragon Dwelling in the Cave, and unfortunately he's got 2000 defense, and I've got 1600s attack, so I'm not going to be able to take out that monster. I set Gear Town face down on the field, and I set down one spell of trap card. The reason why I set Gear Town on the field is because I don't really care if it gets destroyed, and also it's really quite unusual for a person to set a field spell down on the field, and it's kind of just a bit of a mind game here. I'm just trying to see if my opponent will feel like they have to destroy it, or more impulse to destroy it. But my opponent plays Fisher, which is going to destroy the lowest attack monster on my field. So away goes Synchros, unfortunately. And let's see what they do next. They turn their dragon into attack position. I believe it has 1200 attack. And they're going to summon Ninken Dog. I'm assuming FNB Capincho is learning the game using a lot of early game cards. So they're focusing really much on just high defense and high attack. And using Black Pendant is going to make Ninken Dog into 2300 attack. Okay, so Ninken Dog is got a huge attack, and the Dragon Dwelling in the Cave is going to attack first with 1300 attack, not 1200. And I'm going to let that go through. I'm going to take that hit. However, it won't be the same for Ninken Dog. As for Ninken Dog is going to attack, and I'm going to remove it with Dimensional Prison. Dimensional Prison banishes an attacking monster. It's really good in Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist right now, because a lot of monsters trigger in the graveyard, and if you can banish them, then the opponent can't use them. Oh, here's another thing which I wanted to update people on. I went to a Yu-Gi-Oh! Tournament last week. I didn't actually play. I was taking Leo off to a Card Fight Vanguard tournament, and people were there also playing Yu-Gi-Oh! There's a big tournament going on, and it was really nice to see people meeting up to play Yu-Gi-Oh! I haven't seen something like that in a long time. It's something which I used to do when I was younger, and I used to go to tournaments and play with other people. But one of the main shops which I used to do that at closed down, and I wasn't able to continue doing that, and I sold off all my cards and so on and so on, and I thought that scene was dead, but no, it's alive and well in the UK, and people are still playing Yu-Gi-Oh! The meta currently is very, very different than what it is in Legacy of the Duelist, and I'm not gonna lie, I was there and I was kind of feeling like, wow, I wish I could try to actually play with some people here. I would love to actually try that, although I don't know if I will. It'll be super expensive. Anyway, so a couple of things have happened. I've used Snatch Steal to take my opponent's Dragon Dwelling in the cave, and now that I have a level 3 and a level 4 monster on the field, I can Synchro summon into Ancient Fairy Dragon. And I think I'm going to make a mistake here. I think I botched a move here, and this is something I had to learn the hard way. But we'll see if it happens. I can't quite remember if it happened in this duel. It might have happened in an earlier one when I was testing. I can't remember. We'll see. I'm going to activate Ancient Fairy Dragon's effect. It has 2 effects, and one effect is to destroy all field spell cards on the field. Now, when you do so, you can gain 1,000 life points, and you can search out another field spell card from your deck to your hand. Great, right? You can search it out. However, if I want to use Gear Town's effect, Gear Town, oh, I didn't do it this time. Okay, fine. I didn't make the mistake. Maybe I did it in another duel in a video which I will commentate over later on. Who knows? But the mistake is regards to the mechanic of missing the timing. Gear Town has an optional effect as well, and as you can see, when Gear Town is destroyed, I can special summon one Ancient Gear monster from my deck, hand or graveyard to my field. And my card of choice is Ancient Gear GADJILTRON Dragon, which is a really big beat stick, 3000 attack, and when it attacks, my opponent can't activate spells or traps in response. Really, really good solid monster. However, if Gear Town is destroyed and you choose to activate Ancient Fairy Dragon's other effect, which allows you to gain 1,000 life points and search from your deck to add another field spell card, then they both can't activate at the same time, and therefore Gear Town will lose its effect. So you got to be careful with that if you're going to try and use Ancient Fairy Dragon with Gear Town. Actually, Gear Town with anything. If Gear Town gets destroyed in the middle of a chain, it will lose its timing, and you won't be able to get the summon, which really, I made that mistake quite a few times actually, but not in this duel here. I think this is going to be the last turn of the game here. I've got my monsters on the field, but just for effect, I'm going to use Steam the Cloak for some reason. I could just win. I'm kind of doing something I hate here. I hate it when I'm playing against someone and they have a clear option to win and they know they're going to win, but they choose to wait, spend their turn summoning extra monsters. I'm kind of being a hypocrite here because it's exactly what I'm doing right now. I should just attack really and end the game, but I wanted to bring out the other Ancient Dragon, Ancient Pixie Dragon, which is Ancient Fairy Dragon's brother in the manga, according to Yu-Gi-Oh! Wikia. Ancient Pixie Dragon is a good card too. I actually like Ancient Pixie Dragon's effect more than Ancient Fairy Dragon. Ancient Fairy Dragon has 2 effects. It allows you to special summon one level 4 monster from your hand, and it also has a destroy and field spell cards effect and searching one out. Ancient Pixie Dragon has an effect where once you have played a field spell card when it's on the field, you get to draw 1 card, and also if there's a field spell card on the field, you can destroy one of your opponent's monsters. However, I'm not going to be able to use that here, and I'm just doing it for show really. Anyway, this is going to be the end of the duel, guys, so hopefully you've enjoyed this episode. I'm going to be doing lots more Ancient Fairy Dragon episodes this week. Take care.